NECA members in the IBEW need a well-trained workforce that has the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to meet the challenges of the 21st century electrical construction and service markets. Historically, apprenticeship programs have played a central role in training our workforce. However, the structure and operation of local joint apprenticeship training committees vary widely across the country for a variety of reasons. I sat down with Dr. Tom Glavinich of the University of Kansas to talk about his project designed to investigate best practices among local apprenticeship programs and share this information with programs across the country. Tom, tell me why it's important to document local apprenticeship program best practices.
Well, it's important to document the best practices for local joint apprenticeship training centers, or JATCs, because everybody does it a little differently. And what we're trying to do is look at, from an administrative standpoint, from a instructional standpoint, and other operational practices as how they actually carry out their day-to-day operation.
What are some of the challenges facing the apprenticeship program?
Well, there are a lot of challenges facing the apprenticeship program today. For instance, should it be day school or should it be night school? JATCs around the country do it differently. The demographics of the apprentices entering the program today are totally different. They're typically older, they have a different background than what they've had in the past, which means that the whole system has to be adjusted a little bit. With project pressures and time and money, there's not as much on-the-job training going on as there used to be. And also the journeymen don't have the time to mentor the apprentices that they had in the past. So as a result, that's moving a lot of what was once taught in the field and putting it back on the training center. So it's just not what happens at the training center itself. What's very important is what happens on the job too, because we have the on-the-job component associated with the apprenticeship training. We also have the construction wireman, construction electrician classification coming about, which is really another path to becoming a journeyman, and somehow we have to incorporate them into the JATC.
What is the significance of the apprenticeship program you're working on?
It'll provide local JATCs with information they need from around the country as to how other JATCs are operating, best practices that are incorporated there, which they don't have time to go out and do the research themselves. This can help them in planning and evaluating various programs and things like that as to how they go about it.
Tell me the outcome of the apprenticeship program.
The outcome of the study will be basically a compendium of best practices that can be used. They'll be set up as standalone sections, so the training directors, assistant training directors, as well as the apprenticeship boards can just pick and choose and use those as a basis for looking at change within the JATC.